Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below. Over the 2 days of the weekend, the CCSA reported a total of 350 deaths attributed to COVID, with 41,821 new cases, but with the good news that 40,311 people recovered and were released back into the community in a 24-hour period. And early this morning, Monday, the CCSA reported 19,603 new cases within the past 24 hours, 313 from within the prison population. 19,819 have been released from care in the last 24 hours, but sadly they also report 149 new deaths. Just 48 hours after the discovery of the body of a Swiss woman at a remote PHUKET waterfall location, and following reports, mostly incorrect, spread across the media, Thai police claim to have the killer in custody. The 27-year-old Thai man, not Burmese as previously reported elsewhere, is said to have confessed to the killing by choking, but denies rape, stating that he was trying to rob her. The arrestee is a former kickboxer and with a police record of drug abuse. With no forensics reports available and police tight-lipped about the incident, media speculation became a frenzy of misleading stories mingled with the truth. And the truth so far is that the lady was on Phuket for the SANDBOX arrival program, had completed her quarantine period and wandered alone to a remote waterfall taking a swim. At some point, someone is said to have attacked and killed her. Her partially clad body had lain there for several days, according to initial reports, and been covered by a black plastic sheet, either by the killer or by police to protect her modesty, with the balance of her possessions found nearby. Only a forensic report will determine the cause of death and any other type of attack carried out. Until details are released, most of what you read is speculation. The 57-year-old lady was a part of the Swiss embassy team in the capital and was a well-respected member of the community. The Thai government has extended its condolences to the Swiss embassy, and Royal Thai Police have given a commitment to solve the case. As a result, and from lessons learned in past cases, details have been specifically withheld as the investigation continues. Thailand's civil court on Friday temporarily suspended a state order banning so-called fake news. The court action is a temporary move and will afford the government the opportunity to rewrite the edict, which, we're told, has loopholes which could have affected any element of reporting in the press, even if factually correct. A case was filed with the court by several Thai media groups. It's worth noting that this does not see any form of free-for-all posting or writing, but rather refers to the closure of internet or broadcasting services for those who don't comply. As the Indian variant of the COVID virus continues to be the greatest challenge for Thailand, and with China itself now confirming that their own Sinovac has little effect on the spread, and indeed has seen a re-emergence of the virus that started there, but now having returned as the Indian variant, and causing many regions to be locked down completely, the WHO warns that there are so many new strains globally that they'll soon run out of Greek letters that they use to label them. The PC-correct method of labelling is designed to avoid geographical locations, but when they run out, it's likely they'll move on to star names as labels soon. We'll continue to use the source location names, as otherwise it's confusing for many, unless you know that Ypsilon, as an example, is a variant found in California in 2020. Vaccination centres have been running on full gas over the weekend nationally, and for non-Thais, the numerous programs offering free vaccination have proved busy too, with many booked for the next month. In fact, it's easier in some cases for non-Thais to book vaccinations than for Thais themselves. Still aimed at the over 60s and those with underlying health issues, programs are expected soon for non-Thais under that age, once the majority of those currently listed have had the chance to have their shots. Thailand is mainly using the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccines, which have an increased capability of reducing the effect of the Indian variant in patients. Demonstrations in the capital at the weekend saw thousands gather at Victory Monument, with their march end destinations thwarted. They nevertheless gathered in increasing numbers, and several conflicts with authorities saw tear gas, water cannon and rubber bullets used to dissuade them, whilst reports of small explosives being thrown at authorities spread quickly too. Close to 6,000 troops and police were on call for the demos, no word on how many were deployed. But with the demonstrations deemed illegal, as public gatherings contravene emergency laws designed to reduce the COVID virus, it's obvious that whilst many were there for political reasons, many too were there to vent anger at their poverty, which is becoming more prevalent around the country. Meanwhile at home, early this morning our own province of Chonburi reported 1,318 new cases in the past 24 hours discovered in the region, 256 in our own area of Banglamung, which includes Pattaya, 369 in Chonburi and 367 in Silachar, with the balance spread around the province. Locally, 4 warrants have been issued for 2 Thais and 2 non-Thais, said to have an involvement in transnational heroin trafficking. This after the seizure of some 700 pounds of heroin destined for Australia. The multinational investigation has seen drug seizures on many occasions in the past month, with the most recent being this haul, hidden in cans of paint in containers at Lamchibang port. Media reports state that the discovery was the result of a routine X-ray check. Others believe that the authorities have a mole or received a tip-off. Pattaya streets were filled with a mass of bikes and cars on Sunday afternoon as a well-organised procession headed around the city in protest against conditions here. From scooters to big bikes, with trucks and cars in tow, they stayed on the side of the main arteries, allowing regular traffic to flow. However, as the region is dead for business and visitors, there was little chance of them causing any hold-ups. And with the Met Office promising highs today of around 33 dropping down to 30, and the chance of rain at some time. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,